what so proudly we whose broad stripes and bright stars.
Sar Thompson, number 12, Tobias Harris, and number 0, Jalen Duren.
6 hero in the 2007 Eastern Conference Finals.
Zach Zarba, the referee, James Williams, the umpire, Nick Booker, our alternate Ray Acosta in the Reeded Pistons. They split the regular season series. Cleveland. And here's Evan Mobley. He'll be huge tonight for this team. Mitchell trying to get out of the Thompson grasp. That's an offensive foul again.
Sometimes the whistle's a little different, but they will not change their mentality at all.
They switch on defense. It's outside to Harris. His shot won't go. It's out of bounds for the Cavs. And you were talking about this, Dwayne, just the urgency they need to play with, like Harden doing plays like that.
Well, James Harden get on the board early. That's this crowd. They got to close the door tonight. Don't give Detroit life early. Set the tone.
Cunningham, the #1 scorer in the entire playoff landscape, will take this shot over Mitchell. The red Jenkins at number 3. Another miss. Volleyballed, and Duren was right on the doorstep. He couldn't put it in. Another offensive rebound. Cunningham to the hole.
And that right there, for your team through hustle. That's how you work your way back into this series.
Mobley taking his time, working into Harris.
Well, Mobley has hit dunk that and get on the board early and get into this match, but his team still got on the board.
Sar Thompson, one-on-one with Mobley in the paint with 1 to fire. Mobley the rebound. Mobley coming off a 19.8 rebound game. He'll make a move right here. Harris is on him. Mobley, rebound, Duren. He's got to more than that and defend the rim. That would be a good night. He's really struggled in these playoffs. Jenkins had it knocked away. Shot clock at 3. Cunningham setting up. Wade defends the 3. And another offensive rebound. Thompson that time. Cunningham outside. Drains the triple.
Opportunities, more times to get a chance to get the ball on basket. He will do that.
Harden for 3. Off. Rebound. Jenkins down court. Early release. Thompson got it to go. Fouled by Harden on the play.
Important to this team, but rebound the ball, getting out, getting transition points is important for the Pistons.
Getting those offensive rebounds, huge. More.
This style of play right now is Detroit's game. They can win with the gritty, with the hustle plays, with the extra possessions.
Mobley slithers inside. The tap-in is good, and Allen will get the 2. There's Sar Thompson. It's Harris. Thompson is free. The 15-footer is pure.
And some
need an unsung hero tonight. McCabe Cunningham has been playing incredible. He had 39 points the other night. They need someone that we're not expecting to have a big night. It could be Thompson.
Look at that Thompson defense. Mitchell right there. The coach. After the mid-season trade, this team has thrived. He's dancing. He'll fire over Duren.
Harden have a dance at the top of the floor against a switch.
17 years, and if you watched him in college, that as well. I mean, this guy has logged a lot of minutes. He's done so much in his league.
With the shot clock at 10, it's Mitchell on top. He'll make a head and shoulder fake and shoot over Tobias Harris. Got it. 2 consecutive threes. Pistons led this series 2 games to none. Duren plows and gets it to go.
And that right.
Hold on for Cunningham. The pass to Aarons. Harden, Mobley, Mitchell. He'll torpedo his way into the paint. Rebound this one for Duren rebounds. Pickpocketed by Harden. Mitchell. Driving inside, up and off, and foul.
That collapsed lung where other guys had to step up. They had to stop the bleeding, as in the end of the game.
So Duren had picked up the foul. That sends Mitchell to the line. Max Strus is Enos Jenkins with the ball. Again, Duncan Robinson is available after missing Game 5 with lower back pain. Here's LeVert, a former Cavalier. They chase him into the paint. An errant throw. LeVert is there. Shot clock at 6. James sizing him up, probing on the side. The step back fadeaway.
Not settling. range.
We couldn't ask for a better start from James Harden. 3 for 4 from the field, 7 points. You know, he's going to get into the mold as Duran gets to the paint. Love the aggression by him early.
Duran, an all-star, 4 points, 4 rebounds early. Jenkins is on Harden. It's Schroeder. It's Strus for 3. He had 6 in game. And they go to the big man, Isaiah Stewart, coming in for Detroit.
Duncan Robinson missing last game. Obviously, they had a chance to win, but you miss a guy. But Duncan Robinson is an important player for this team because his ability to run off screens, to bring 2 to the ball, to pull triggers for other guys to get opportunities. So it's good to have him back.
What a move right there by... Turnovers have plagued him in these playoffs. Here he goes working on the smaller Schroeder. LeVert, another 3. Rebound with a bump in.
That's a great group rebound right there. Donovan getting in there as well with the big guy, making sure they box out.
Mobley 3. Thompson. Stewart against Mobley. Strus tethered to Cunningham. It's a 3. Rebound Mitchell.
Credit to Max Strus. He can't stop Cade Cunningham, but what he does, 94 feet, pick him up, makes it hard as Donovan goes coast to coast.
He let Donovan go to the bench for a little bit. Now James Harden went to the bench, and now it's Donovan's show, and he's taken over.
Robinson 4 to fire. Long shot. It's a turnover. It's Cunningham against Mobley. The sidestep. The knockaway. The block by Mobley. The block by... On top. Mitchell is defending. Shot clock at 11. Sasser with it. Makes a move. And finds himself with a lot of traffic, but got it to turnover. And Sasser comes up with it. 6 Cleveland turnovers in the first quarter with under 2 minutes to go.
I love it when a player come off the bench and get right to it. Don't waste no time. As Isaiah Stewart's been doing it all, but Sasser taking advantage of his opportunity and not wasting time because he know he probably don't have a lot of time.
That's a
Just of how important these possessions are when it comes down the stretch.
Here's the full court pressure now on Cunningham by the Cavs defense. Robinson 3. Perfect. What a shot.
Was right. You can almost count it, but he pulls the defense in. He pulls triggers for them, and they need that.
Strus, a twirling move with a handoff inside, and Mobley. Stewart 3 minutes ago in the first quarter. It's game 6. Cavalier. Oh, there's a push by Cunningham. A foul called on.
Get away with that. I don't think it was enough, but Max Strus has done an incredible job of just being a pest and being there every step of the way.
Crossover by Mitchell, and then Mobley cleans.
Right there, Candace. We're so used to him protecting the paint, but what he's shown lately is his activity on the offensive end of the floor. Now they can run offense through him as well.
Especially on the road. You need other guys to step up and make key shots. Duncan Robinson before that, and now Caris LeVert.
It's Schroeder. He'll rocket his way into the paint. Seconds of the first. It's Sasser on top. Now LeVert and Strus is there. The switch. And the foul to give. The bench and in front and on the ball.
I like that you said his whole name. Thank you, Pep.
They go into Sasser. Broken up. There's a foul. At the line. And Candace, you referenced this earlier on. He's averaging 9 less points in the playoffs compared to the regular season. Duran was number 2 in most improved player voting in the league. And it's up and off. Rebound, Detroit, and a foul.
Possessions of just being hungrier than the Cavs on the offensive boards.
You know, we always talk.
With the quick inbound, quarters come to a close. Pistons leave with a 2-point lead.
Reed's contributions in Game 5 were huge for Detroit.
Reed trying to get the rebound, controlled it. It's off to Asar Thompson. Duncan Robinson, quick 3 as he...
Bench points to 0 for the Cavs.
And it's early. They've got that lead right now. Taking a look at the upcoming... If Cleveland should win tonight and close this series, they take on the Knicks. That'll be on ABC. Or Game 7, Cleveland necessary. Wolves and Spurs. That would be on NBC. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA. They've had 6 more shot attempts than the Cavaliers, and the bench has scored 12-0. It's a three rattling out that time by Mitchell.
And then on the offensive end of the floor, they're doing a good job of getting the rebound, getting out, and getting transition, while Cleveland Cavaliers defense is not set.
Sasser to Reed. And that was over Mobley.
Passing up good to get great. You see Cade came off off balance. You've seen him make those shots. Gives it up to Sasser. Sasser trusts.
There's a
When they backs were against the wall.
Pistons on a 16-2 run. While Harden set, Cleveland -7. Cunningham dancing. Merrill is there.
He's too little.
Nothing.
He's too little.
Absolutely.
Moments that happened in Game 5 when it was a questionable non-call at the end. Have your challenge so you can give your team an opportunity.
Harden doubled. Mitchell against Thompson. Joined by Robinson.
Second quarter. And Donovan Mitchell understands that. Get to the free throw line, see the ball go in, and settle, and be able to set your defense.
Mitchell at the line.
Every part of this basketball floor and these rims, and he's really comfortable here. Like you said, he's averaging almost 40 here at home in this playoff series versus Detroit. He's the settler for this team, and so Donovan knows what his responsibility is. Attack.
Cunningham. Harden is there. He'll blast his way into the paint. He's looking for Reed, and it looks the Cavaliers have 10 turnovers. Sasser, three, rebound. Another offensive rebound. Collected by Reed. Three, Cunningham, good. Oh!
Again, you cannot play tight. You want to play loose, and that's right now what the Detroit Pistons are playing with. They're playing with desperation. They're playing with the confidence of knowing that they've already seen themselves be successful in this moment.
Cleveland has had one field goal the last 5.5 minutes. They go in there, the ball knocked away. It's Thompson at the stripe. Detroit on a footing after trailing earlier by 6.
Well, D-Wade, you alluded to that Orlando Magic game where Detroit was down 24 points in the first. Their hat on their defense, and that's what they're doing here early in the second quarter.
It's on top to Harden. He's got 7. Here goes Mitchell right into the defense of Robinson.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. Put his head down, attack the defense, make them make a mistake, and they need to obviously get to the free throw line. Want to see the ball go through, but everybody continue to play Cavs basketball. Make sure Allen is the most explosive guy on the floor right now for the Cavaliers.
Mitchell exploding into the paint, but couldn't finish. Here goes Thompson, glides and scores.
And that right to offense for Detroit. Get a stop, get down, and use your athletes.
It's Mobley on top. Reed is there. Merrill at the line. Winning streak of 10 consecutive wins going back to late March. Knowing they can, Schroeder has got it. Jenkins is on him. 8 to play in the half. Merrill. Harris back in. Allen back in. Merrill, 3. No. And
Pick up his third, especially early.
It's Dennis Schroeder. 7.5 in the half. Outside, Harden works in the bump into Robinson. A nest of defense. Switch with Duncan Robinson now on Schroeder. Shot clock at 2. He's got a fire. Sets up on the fly. The defense, here come the Pistons, and inside they go. It's Reed out of bounds.
Obviously, you know, with 10 points, you're within striking distance, but it's time to limit the mindless mistakes right now. Execute, get your shots on offense, and rebound the basketball when they miss, and get back into this game.
Schroeder against Jenkins. It's a 3 by Merrill. It's Durant. Harden will meet him. It's LeVert. Strus is there.
Hurt. It's Cleveland Cavaliers, so he knows these rims very well, but he understands that this team needs another guy to come off the bench and heat it up.
Wade. Cunningham to go in the second quarter.
I've been sitting on the D-Wade reference until Dean Wade knocks down a shot.
Durant with impunity down the lane.
So if these guys that are in front of you, when you get the ball, normally guards, put your shoulder down and go to the basket.
Harden ramming his way and then feeding out of a double team, and Wade at 3.
three ball like I shot in the playoffs over my career, about 40% in the playoffs. That's how the Waves do it.
Okay, humble brag, I see you. Okay.
Harris. Duran. Aiding the lens here on this Detroit team. #1 seed, 60-win season. But in these playoffs,
this is a young team trying to figure out who they are. And the regular season is one season. The playoffs is another season. It's find a way.
Well, there are some areas in the playoff where the game slows down in the half court. The Pistons scoring 8 less points in the paint. How do you generate it and you do it through your defense?
here's some of that transition here. It's Tobias Harris, a veteran, against the 17-year veteran Harden. Rebound Mitchell.
By being into the ball, even with James Harden, he would get over the screen in the backcourt. And just those small things right there, man, just extra efforts giving you extra possessions.
Oh, Cunningham lace.
Coach J.B. Bickerstaff told us before, the moment is never too big for Cade Cunningham. He always rises to the occasion, and he's calm, cool, and collected.
It's Allen on a beautiful scoop. Cunningham the other way. Cade with 13. Lost it. Mitchell on the move, slicing down the lane, rejected. What trick?
Really exert their will on this game, and they keep missing those opportunities like that in transition.
And it's shown that no lead is safe. We've seen it in this series and the other series.
Whoa, beautiful stroke.
That's the other option that the Cavs need. That's what we're looking for the Pistons. Continue to step up in that way for their others as well.
Detroit in the second quarter, 8 of 12. Crossover, 3, Cunningham, bullseye.
He's a guy that you will get on his coattails and ride forever.
Mobley to Allen.
Since James' arrival, but just a great two-man from the bigs once Mobley got it. He's a playmaker as well.
Harris the 3, rebound Harden. Quick outlet to Mobley. Broke free, tries to duck.
16 points in 19 minutes.
I think Cade understands greats when you can come on a roll and walk out of here with a dub to push this to a Game 7.
Harden got it on the miss. Stroosh. Rebound gobbled up. Thompson back in. Duran in the middle. The red-hot Cunningham on the side. LeVert on top. Duran trundles his way down the lane.
Jay Duran.
That's the swagger we need to see right there. That's the all-star player that we saw this year. Just being aggressive, doing all the little things as well on the floor, rebounding, blocking shots. Just the end of the floor is what he can do on the entire end. On the entire side of both.
For total health and find what makes you feel your best at NBA.com/starting5. Mobley hits the second. Down to 8. Cunningham red hot. 16 points. Stolen. Mitchell. He'll come in hot and high.
To stop a Detroit run, which ignites his others to do the same.
Harden. Struz. Harden. Diving. Plummets. Leans. Feed.
Free throw line, both guys being aggressive at the same time is what this Cavs.
Number 10 all-time NBA playoff scoring. It's Harden. It's Mitchell. Carving. Feeding. Struz. 3.
Are plays that Donovan Mitchell shows that he trusts his teammates. He gets into the paint. He could have finished. He kicks it out for an easy 3. That's the growth of Donovan Mitchell.
LeVert the other way. The bump into Robinson. And stolen right there by the hustling LeVert.
What a recovery by LeVert.
Duncan Robinson, 3. No. It's out of bounds.
And the Cavs have taken it to the break, down 1 or tied.
Struz, 3. No. It's a rebound, reeled in that time by Tobias Harris. Will not count, even if it went. And that 16 in the first half. Duran is back in stride. Fake. Cunningham fires and nails the 3.
I just love the offense coming out, ball movement, making the Cavs defense, as Don sets for 3, making the Cavs defense move, rotate. That's what you have to do in Detroit, making sure that they're not just able to load up.
Mobley in, right into Harris. Jump ball and coming in. Here comes Harris out of that jump ball. Mitchell is riding him. Got it.
And And that right there is a ball that the Cavs have to win. The ball was out there. Nobody went to go get it.
Oh, count it.
Like an N1, his eyes is always up to see how the defense is going to rotate. Where are they hands? Where are they feet placed at? And he takes advantage of it.
The first 4 points scored by the Pistons. A move here by Harden. Got a hand on it defensively once, twice. Free throw line.
Kevin Biggs hate that. When they do their job to come over.
Plus 28. And now, plus 3. Third, let's see what happens. Cunningham is in. And it goes out. Jenkins on the fly. Hits the shot. It's a triple.
And there had to be conversations by the Pistons in halftime that they have to start this second half better to be able to give themselves a chance.
Harden turn, 3-on-2. Harris on the wing. The collision while airborne into Mobley and a Fabs 9 of 14.
I think it's unfortunate, but also fortunately, James Harden will be talked about, rise, and be greater than everyone else. And so we want to see James rise to the level that we've seen James for so many years.
One in this quarter, Detroit. Mobley on top. And Harris will defend. Evan Mobley fouled as he fired.
And right there, you're seeing
Cleveland began the game at the line 6 of 6. They have things that will be on Prime. And a Game 7 if necessary, Minnesota, San Antonio on NBC. In the playoffs, Asar Thompson. Cunningham's got 19. It's Thompson with the ball. Jenkins with it. Shot clock at 5. Steers his way into the paint.
different guys are stepping up at different moments. We saw Karis LeVert had his moment. Duncan Robinson had his moment. Now Jenkins aggressive to start this second half.
Here's Harden. He'll dawdle, then drive, and fire on Harris, and a foul.
Test.
Jenkins is one of those players that you love to his opportunity.
Harris will leave. LeVert is in. Hit a couple threes with 8 points in his 13th first half. Cunningham trying to get free. Thompson's got it. Doing the work on Jared Allen. Clawing his way inside. And are plus 14 points. Diving inside Allen. It's a rebound by Thompson. He's got 7 boards. Filling every category. It's the Cunningham. Rebounding
time and time again.
Just looking at the stat sheet, everybody who's touched this court for the Cleveland Cavaliers have a negative next to their plus minus. And we look at Detroit, there's only one player, Tobias Harris, that has, and it's a -1. And so impact that is being made from the Pistons is being shown.
Here comes James Harden. LeVert in the way. He'll gouge his way into that Piston defense and get the 2.
And I love that James Harden, he's got to take it to get things going on the offensive end.
Cleveland had not scored from the floor in 4.5 minutes. It's LeVert, the hesitation, the jab, the feed. Shot clock at 7. Danis Jenkins setting into Harden. Rebound Mobley. Mitchell's got 13. Cunningham had it. Ricochet.
You got to keep working the game, Candace. Yes, they're not playing well. They're down 11 right now, but the Cavs cannot play hero basketball. Continue to keep playing together, moving the ball around.
And Mitchell could not.
Fluidity to their offense and loosen things up.
Cleveland has won 3 consecutive games in this series. Durant will twirl, pry his way into the paint. It's retrieved.
I don't mind that last turnover by the Cavs. They was executing, unfortunately, as Mobley goes down.
The other way, and LeVert ahead for Thompson. Mitchell and Mobley are out. Jenkins on Schroeder. Allen, shot clock at 7. Strus in the corner, 3. Rebound.
The way the Cavs get back in this game is not just on offense and on the floor. It's down this end right here. This is what will get the crowd back in this game as a couple fall flops and something has happened.
Durant holding on to his knee as well. Slow to get up the other way. Strus through the third. Cleveland leads this series 3-2, trying to close it out. Cunningham, 3. It's a rebound. He'll toggle his way down court. The bump into Levert and the foul. And only in theaters and premium formats June 5th.
I like what you did there, Kevin. I like that.
Durant's trying to come back in the game. He watched the 23-year LeBron James roll his ankle the other game we just did and come right back. And so let's see if this young guy can get back in his game after that rolled ankle.
It's Schroeder the other way, rejected. Levert and then Allen. Twist. Shot clock at 3 over Strus. Reed had it. Tried to save it. Robinson out of bounds. Reeled in. Thompson has it. Pistons control. Reed drives hard. Burging. And scoring.
I mean, this is what the Detroit Pistons live and feed off of.
Yeah, Candace, it started with Reed first, making an extra effort, throwing it back. Then Duncan Robinson coming, making an extra effort. And once you throw it up for a grab, and Asar.
Harden. Mitchell sets to check in. 4.5 in the third. The 60-win Pistons, the #1 seed, led by Cunningham, out to Robinson, 3 rattles home.
There's no help that you can give off of Duncan Robinson.
Well, that's Cade. He's maybe 1 for 5 in this quarter, but right there just drawing all the attention, putting the ball on the floor, making the defense react. As Merrill hit a big...
The third. It's Levert driving on Schroeder. Jenkins. And back to Reed. Over Allen. Rebound, Merrill. Harden. And Merrill. Driving hard.
And Robinson going straight to the paint.
And give Jared Allen credit for screening in to allow Merrill to just walk down the paint, doing his job as a big fella.
It's Reed muscling, rejected by Allen with the
position. You want to come back and be aggressive at the other end. You saw that. Merrill got mad when Duncan Robinson scored. I expect the ball to be in Donovan Mitchell's hands.
Oh, yeah.
And for him to make plays.
Another guy that's ball dominant like James, and it takes you off the ball a lot of times. These are the moments right here for like a dime where you're excited to be able to be offensively aggressive.
Cavs cannot settle.
Mobley 3. Rebound Strus. Schroeder 3. Rebound Pistons and And Cunningham on top.
Cade directing traffic, trying to get the matchup that he won with Merrill. You know he can't guard on one-on-one.
He's going to barge his way into the paint. He kicks it out. It's a Levert 3. Rebound.
In game 5 with Duncan Robinson out with injury is those baskets right there.
Defense on Schroeder.
On the other end, just being active as well, just giving his team extra possessions. When you got a guy coming off the bench that's bringing this kind of energy to your team, I mean, that's the reason why on the road you feel confident that you can get a dub.
Look at Reed, hard to the hole.
Out of screens, fast, and good things happen.
6-0 Pistons run. Minute and a half in the third quarter. Schroeder will drive on Sasser. Kick to Merrill, the triple. Rebound Reed. 10-point game. 1 minute left in the third. Detroit trying to stay alive, trailing 3-2. Robinson. Merrill closes. Robinson fires. Caught by Reed. Mitchell will surge into the defense of Robinson. No, Robinson the rebound. Mitchell has missed 6 of his last 7. Good feed. What a cut.
Who's done everything right in this quarter.
Pistons have led most of this game. Mitchell trying to dance and finds Mobley and knocked away Reed's defense there again. Here comes Sasser, right to the hole. Wow! Rebound by LeVert. Out there with Duran, Cunningham with the ball, Robinson, and Sasser. That's the Detroit 5. Sasser with an incredible plus-minus tonight for the Pistons. Robinson 3. Wow!
Duncan Robinson on the floor, whether he has the ball or doesn't.
It's a Mobley 3. He'll answer at the other end.
And you have one job, and he's doing everything. He's doing more than one job tonight, but his job is to make shots, to make threes, and he's doing that tonight.
He's come off the bench with 14. Cunningham hard down the... Oh, that's a dribbling violation. Into Robinson. Mobley at 3. Rebound LeVert.
Give credit to LeVert. LeVert has played a great game as Cunningham attacks. No credible game so far, but the Cavs are home and they're going to keep it coming.
Harden was going inside and a 10.5 here in the fourth quarter of this game 6. With the Cavaliers leading the series 3 games to 2. Makes
Cade can't get into is this back and forth with the refs. It's over with. Those plays are over with. You got to continue to keep
up for the triple. Another big-time hit. He's come off the bench and put in 7.
Oh my, Candace, he's a plus 24 in this game in like 10 minutes of play.
Mitchell down the lane for 2.
And that's a lineup to end the season and to enter the playoffs against Toronto. But boy, he showed Coach Bickerstaff something for a reason.
Sasser got free on that 2-point shot.
Right now. I mean, just the confidence that you have. Cade Cunningham is on the floor. Donovan, that looks good. Hopefully that gets Donovan going, but...
Backpedals, 3, no. Rebound, another offensive rebound. This time inhaled by Thompson.
Ooh, waved off Cade.
Sasser knifing his way into the paint. Stripped of the ball. Loose on the floor. Strus got pushed into Cunningham. Oh, he tried to go up high. Could not crowbar it in. It's Jenkins the other way, and Thompson with the ball, and Sasser on top. Jenkins aims, shoots. 3, no. Strus
Got lucky on that possession, not matching up in transition, leaving an open Jenkins in the corner.
missing on the doorstep once, missing twice.
But Don is forcing a little bit right now. He's trying to get it going. I know he was 4 for 13, then he made 2, so he's trying to get into the rhythm. But throw it back to Evan Mobley right there. Get to some other offense or allow him to make that shot.
Duran corkscrews for 2.
And we are on.
It's the playoffs, baby.
4 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. It's James Harden. Jenkins on him. Harden on the move. Knocked away by Jordan, but then slammed in by... Wow. 12-point game.
Yeah, I think that was a pass from James.
It's Cunningham. Sabering his way inside and a foul as he on 4 of 9. Cunningham at the strike. And tonight from Cleveland, Cade Cunningham, the #1 scorer across the landscape of the NBA playoffs. Puts it in right game in one of those 7 against Orlando in the first round. It's Harden. And this is over Harris for 3.
And I know.
Cunningham and Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Cunningham spins, leans, no. Rebound, Duran yanked it off. Out to Harris.
Give it to him. He works hard for it.
Duran into Allen. Season, 13 points and 9 rebounds for the All-Star.
They remember what you do today, Kevin, not what you did yesterday. Duran is playing his most inspiring game so far.
Got a duck in by a big.
You haven't seen that.
I have not seen that.
Duran, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks. He takes off. Reed will come in.
Oh, he slipped in James Harden's sweat.
He did, and Harris will go unencumbered the other way.
No, it's been the others that have played well on the road.
Here comes Harden. LeVert is there. Shot clock at 9. It's off to Mitchell, the three. Flies and fire, can't.
Durant and Reed have played an incredible two-man game as big guys subbing for each other, coming in, and you did not see tonight at all. You don't see any drop-off when any guy goes out of the game. That's what you want from your bigs.
And Jenkins hits the J. It's the biggest tonight by the Pistons. Mobley, stagnant offense, Harden, and he's hounded by Dennis Jenkins. Now Harris, into Mobley. Lost the ball, going at the line right now. Last month, in partnership with the NBA and the NBA Coaches Association, coach families. To get your shoes, go to Sotheby's.com/to-the-max.
The gas in Game 5. The Pistons were outscored 23-10 in the final 3 minutes.
Harris defended by Harden. Inside, outside. It's Reed. A lot of congestion, and the reverse is in.
Reed is hooping. Just everyone on the Pistons, they're just all aggressive. And not aggressive in the wake of opportunities.
Well, the Pistons haven't been scared of the moment. From 1 through 10, they have not been afraid of this Game 6 atmosphere.
Thompson, Jenkins, three, can't stick
So
it.
besides that run that the Cavs made in the end of the second quarter to cut it to 3 points, we have not felt the Cleveland Cavaliers at all. And it's a home game where your crowd is here to help you.
Cavs big on the boards as they understand the importance of controlling the glass here to end this game.
Reed has 14 points in 14 minutes. His impact has been felt.
Over this game from the standpoint of hustle plays, extra possessions, and just wreaking havoc on the defensive end.
Reed is out. LeVert.
Show him what he did wrong. Hopefully he takes that and understands that. But he has to be a little smarter in these moments, understanding how important he is, especially to close out games.
It's LeVert picked up by Mitchell. Strus is on Cunningham. In the corner, it's a three. Jenkins! And a couple trays.
And if you want to put two on Cade is a willing passer with the hockey assist.
Out of bounds off the Pistons. Shot clock it's for Harris.
Well, just once again, Ken, is everybody on the Pistons roster. When you look at the plus minus, everyone is a plus. Everyone came here to do their jobs, and they did it collectively and individually.
Cunningham, second half, to make it 1 of 9, and Duran is there to scoring in the paint. And more paint points for the top seed Pistons. 15 points and 10 rebounds. A double-double for Duran. Harden, 3. Rebound to
Possibly going into Game 7, it looks like it's all but finalized. But to be able to unlock that, what you had in the regular season, man.
Yeah, I mean, right now, obviously, still more time on the clock, but if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, as Jenkins.
Paint is unlocked. Obviously, beyond the arc was unlocked with him being on the court. But gosh, it was a top-to-bottom effort for the Pistons.
It was, and listen, losing is never fun, but your body language towards each other will tell you a lot. This Cleveland Cavaliers team have to do one thing right now. That stay matters is those individuals that's in that locker room and your family is the only thing that's going to get you through this and get you to the place where you feel good to come out to try to go and get a win in a hostile environment in Detroit.
Cavs have only won 1 game on the road in the playoffs. Lead 3.
Wade, but I think that there's got to be some accountability, right? Like, you have to look yourself in the mirror and understand that there were so many plays where it was a 50-50 ball and Detroit came up with the ball. Those